Alright, so now you're back. So let's quickly check the secret numbers you got. Okay, so what's the first secret number? Which number? 70. And how about number 2? 75. Okay, and how about number 3? 90. And number 4? 99. Number 5? 6. And then number 6? 50. Okay, so how do you feel right now? Hot. Tired.
Tired, teacher.
You feel tired. Okay, so let's take a look at some adjectives probably you can use. Okay, do you feel excited?
No.
Do you feel upset?
Yes.
Do you feel angry? Do you feel embarrassed? Which part do you feel embarrassed?
跟人家拍照。
Like the fire to take a selfie? Do you feel embarrassed? Okay, probably. And do you feel depressed? When you feel depressed, it means you feel very down.
Yeah.
You feel depressed.
So tired.
Tired, so you feel tired. You're not depressed. And do you feel disgusted? About what? About the overall process? Do you feel carefree?
Yeah, well,
Do you so carefree? Do you feel fortunate? What's fortunate? Which means you feel very lucky.
No. 推人家做肥吧。
Do you feel memorable? Like something which is very good and you will not forget easily. No? So you don't think it's a memorable experience? Okay, so let's have a quick check. If you think the adjective is positive, you raise your hand like this. If you think it's negative, you put your hands here. Okay? Positive, which means good. Negative, which means bad. Okay? So excited. Excited. Upset. Okay? Embarrassed. You think embarrassed something? Really? Why? Negative, right? And how about depressed? Depressed. When you feel very down. Okay, depressed. How about disgusted? Zen, where are your hands? Okay. And then how about carefree? Carefree. You feel very free, just really kind of. That's more like positive things, right? If you want to be really carefree. And how about fortunate? Fortunate. Lucky, right? You feel lucky. And how about memorable? Memorable, yeah, something good and you will not forget. Okay, there will be some good memories. Okay, so here I want to show you one picture here. So, how do you think their feelings? How do you think about their feelings? Memorable? Depressed? Now look at me. What does the face look like? Very embarrassed, right? Because you have to take a selfie. So here, listen to my sentence carefully. Okay, listen to me carefully. Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. Just listen. Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. Okay, let's repeat after me. Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. How many words do we have? $11? 10 or 11? Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. 10 words, right? So show me your fingers, okay? Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. Let's do it again. Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. It's too many fingers, right? We just make it to 5. Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. So we only have 5 right now, okay? Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. So which word do you think is much stronger? Embarrassed that, right? Embarrassed. And which word? Selfie, yes. So let's read again. So when you have to make it stronger, you rest your finger. Okay, so it should be like, Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. Is that okay with you? Can you do that? Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. Okay, let's do it again. Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. Let's do it again. Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. Okay, let's do it again. Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. Okay, a selfie. A selfie. Take a selfie. Take a selfie. Had to take a selfie. Had to take a selfie. He had to take a selfie. Take a. Take a. Take. A. You should like smile. A. Take. Take a selfie. Take a selfie. So we put take and a together. So take a. Take a selfie. Take selfie. Had to. 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 Had to take a selfie. Had to take a selfie. Had to take a selfie. He had to take a selfie. He had to take a selfie. Tim was. 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 Embarrassed that. Embarrassed that. Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. Okay, let's show your finger. Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. Okay, let's read again. Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. Okay, so how will the sentence look like? Okay, Tim was embarrassed that he had to take a selfie. So, Tim, it should be what? Is the person? So it will be the subject here, right? And was embarrassed that here will be the verb. Okay? And then we have that here, right? And then here's what? Also another subject. And then had to take a selfie. Overall is also a verb. Okay? So who was embarrassed? Tim. And what happened to Tim? Okay? And let's take a look at this one. Cindy was excited that their team won the first place.
Cindy was excited that their team won the first place.
Cindy was excited that their team won the first place.
Cindy was excited that their team won the first place.
Okay, let's listen, just listen. Cindy was excited that their team won the first place. No, just listen. Cindy was excited that their team won the first place. Cindy was excited that their team won the first place. Which words are stronger? Excited, right? And then? First, right? So Cindy was excited that their team won the first place. Okay, let's read. Cindy was excited that their team won the first place. Okay, let's read again. Cindy was excited that their team won the first place. Let's do it again. Cindy was excited that their team won the first place.